Today, I am going to walk you through signing in and getting familiar with your teacher dashboard. So the first thing you are going to do is you are going to go to app.bookcreator.com. And here at app.bookcreator.com, you will notice something interesting. We have changed the design of our sign-in page, and you need to be a little bit careful. I know as teachers, we get super excited about signing in, and we just want to start clicking buttons because we want to get used to Book Creator, and we want to start playing around with all of its amazing features. But if you see the big yellow screen right here, then that means you are ready to sign in as a student. You will also notice that there is a smiling emoji here and the words student sign in. So you need to make sure that you click underneath here where it says switch to teacher. Now, if you are a student, this is where you want to sign in. And students are just going to sign in with one of these options, and it's going to immediately ask for the teacher's library code. We will get to that in another video. But for today, we want to make sure that we click this button here that says switch to teacher. And when we switch to teacher, you will notice that there is a big blue sign-in screen with an owl avatar right here at the top. And it does say teacher sign in. So this is where you are going to click to sign in. Again, you can sign in with Google, Microsoft, email, or Clever. When you do click on sign in with one of those options, it's going to ask you a few questions. What do you teach? What grade level? What school? And it's going to ask you to create your own very first library. Now at this point, it really doesn't matter what that library is called. The library could be demo, could be test, it could be anything you want it to be called. Just make sure that you jump through the hoops and get that library created. Now, when you do create that library, you will be brought to a screen that looks like this. And so it will be your library. Up here at the top left, you will see the name of your library, and then you will see no books. And that's totally fine. Plenty of time to make books. We'll get to that in a little bit. But what I want you to do now is click on these three black lines up here to the top left, and that is going to take you to the teacher dashboard. And here at the teacher dashboard is where all of your books and libraries are going to live. And there's a lot of valuable information here in this section. First thing I want to bring your attention to is this library right here that has a lock on it. This lock is meant to be a library that is only for you. It's not meant for any other students. It's simply meant for you as a rough draft, a place to try things out. Now from here, they will see other additional libraries that you have created. Now I have to scroll down a little bit, but you will see a button that says create a new library. And when you click create new library, it gives you a chance to put in the name of the library, and it allows you to change any of these settings. So you can turn on or off image search, students editing their books, students being able to read other students' books, collaboration, and publishing. All right, so whether you want your students to have access to all of this is totally up to you, but you can choose to turn those on or off. And then you're going to click the button that says create your library. If you have the free version, you will have access to one library up to 40 books. If you're on the paid version, you'll have access to unlimited libraries and 1,000 books. Some other interesting things that you'll note here in the teacher dashboard. There is a section here that says what's new. And if you click on the What's New tab, it will take you to our website and give you a blog post for all of the new features that we've added to Book Creator in the order that we've added them, going all the way back to 2017. So if you love Book Creator and you just haven't noticed if you've seen any updates or not, this is a place to go to check out and see what those updates might be. Some other things that you'll note here in the teacher dashboard. With your library, there are 3 dots. If you click on those 3 dots, it gives you the opportunity to archive a library. So if you have a group of students and you no longer need the books, maybe they moved on to a different year, you can click archive, and that library will then pull up here in this archive section. And I can pull the archive section drop-down menu up, and I can see that I have all of these archive libraries. So none of my books are ever gone, right? They're really just archived. Now from here, if I click the arrow, I can take these individual books and I can click the 3 dots and I can copy that back to my books, which is my locked library, or I can download it as an EPUB, or I can collaborate on that book. If I click the 3 dots at the top, then I can restore that library and bring it back to life. So if you want to bring back the books to show other students, you can certainly do that. So that is the archiving section. The next piece of our teacher dashboard is the avatar up here to the top right. And if I click on the avatar to the top right, I can choose the photo here and change my login photo or avatar. I can see my email, I can see which plan I'm on, and if I need to, I can click edit account, and I can go through here and I can edit anything. So I can add my teacher name, I can see my profile, like how far I am along in this process, and again, I can edit my picture. Also, under the avatar, we do have a knowledge base. So if you have any questions, you can check those out. You can also sign out. And an interesting one here is our student login page. Now, what's interesting about the student login page is this is really meant for students who may be very young and don't have access to their own email accounts. So in these cases, you can click student logins and you can manually add your student names in here to the student login box. So you're just going to click add more students. You're going to type in the name of the student. I can't spell. You're going to click next. Now it's going to ask you, what library do you want that student to be part of? And so I'm going to click the drop down and I'm going to choose my library. In this case, we'll just go certification and I will click the next button. Now there's a little note here that does say that students can join other libraries later using code, which is perfectly fine. But for right now, they're going to click that and I'm going to click next. And it's going to generate the QR codes here for my sample name. So you have two options at this point. You can either get a QR link, which is really good for students who might be on remote or distance learning and don't have access to a camera, or you can click on the QR code itself and then it will give you a QR code that your students can scan with their device and it will instantly log them in to the teacher's library. You can print all your QR code badges here and you can download your login links here. If you click the three dots next to the student's name, you can hide the student from this list or you can reset the login if you need to reset their login. Again, that is a great way for students who don't have access to email accounts. If your students do have email accounts, then I would recommend signing in with Google, Microsoft, email, or Clever, right, for your students. All right, some other awesome features here in the teacher dashboard. Right across the top, we do have some tabs. The first is the Discover tab. And in the Discover tab, you will see sample books for all kinds of things. Examples by grade level, which is fantastic. I love these because I can always go in there and get inspiration from all these different grade levels. So you just simply click on the grade level of your choice, and then some books will pop up. And if you need more, there's a little arrow here to the right. You can click and you can get even more books in those grade levels. Underneath that, we have books written by our ambassadors. Books on everything from differentiation to high school, social emotional learning, social studies and science, and if you click the white arrows, even more. So I encourage you to take a look at those. If you've ever gotten to a point where you say, I just don't know how else to use Book Creator, this is your place to go because there are thousands of ideas inside of these books. And my last favorite section is down here, and that is the examples by subject area. I love this because a lot of times our name gets us in trouble because you say book creator, that's when the English, language arts, writing teachers, reading teachers all get very excited about book creator. But it can be used for everything. Every grade, every curriculum, every student, it doesn't matter. Book creator can be used for all of it. And these libraries are filled with examples of how. So if you're a math teacher and you're interested in using Book Creator, you click on the math library and you will see a ton of sample books, again, written by students and teachers that will show you how to use Book Creator in the math classroom. So I would highly encourage you to take a look at all of that. Next is the Learn tab, which is filled with support articles to help you and guide you through all parts of Book Creator. If you scroll down below that, the Book Creator Certified Author Program, which you are currently watching, so you just click that button to view the course. And of course, we have more information down here at the bottom regarding weekly webinars, implementation plans, and PD templates, as well as resources by grade and subject. And then again, once you click that certification, that's where all of these videos will pop up. Now, these are the old ones. You are having the benefit of watching the brand new certification, which is fantastic. And then the last tab across the top is our brand new apps tab. And I'm just going to briefly touch on this, but these are a new way to power up your experience with Book Creator. So we have our very own app store that will allow you to add these apps directly into your account so that you and your students might be able to use those and enhance their books even more. Again, we will touch on that at a later date. So I know that was a lot, but this is the Teacher Dashboard, and it has plenty of information to help you get started and enjoy your journey with Book Creator. Thanks for watching, have a great day, and happy bookmaking.